Happy almost New Year. Let's talk about New Year, New You. Can you believe that the new year is upon us? In just a few days, we'll pop the calendar over to a new year. And this is an optimal time to start thinking about and creating that new you. Now, every single day, we have an opportunity. In fact, every single moment of every single day, we have that opportunity to turn over a new leaf. But that auspicious time of the year when we get a new calendar, flip it over, and have to write a new year on the end of our date, that seems to be one of those time frames where people really take it seriously and start to create some goals and some aspirations about what to do next. I'd love to share with you some NLP techniques that instead of creating goals or New Year's resolutions, which are usually things that you will do or won't do, I'd love to share with you the well-formed outcome to give you some ideas. So grab a pen, grab a paper, and have it jot down, or even just open your phone and start to chat. The first thing that I invite you to do is think about this next upcoming year. Who do you want to be at the end of it? Not at the beginning of it, the end of it. What do you want to have accomplished? Do you have some ideas around goals that you have for health, for business? Maybe you want to write a book, become a coach, start a business, get a promotion, just do more, create more life-work balance. With health, maybe it's about a fitness goal or a weight goal or just being a healthier version of you. Maybe you have some ideas around being more present and being more mindful or meditating or adding in something into your life. But by the end of the year, who do you want to be? What do you want to already have accomplished? And then I invite you to find 2 or 3 that you can really create a well-formed outcome or a well-formed goal for, so that you can have that ability to really set yourself up for success. The well-formed outcome tool with NLP is our goal setting tool. It's different than like a SMART goal because it has more substance to it. So here are the steps. Write these down. First step, what specifically do you want? This isn't what you don't want. This is what you do want. By the end of the year or by June or whatever it is, I want to have written a book, written and published a book, for example. Step number 2. So 1, what specifically do you want? If you can write a sentence, 2 sentences, or even a small paragraph of what specifically you want, even better. Step number 2, when you have this, what will you see, hear, and feel? So step into it, even close your eyes for a moment. What will you see, hear, and feel? What will it be like? What will your life be like? Who will you be? Who will be around you? What will people be saying? What will you hear or feel or see? Just this is that general aspect of what's going to go on when you are this version of you with this task complete. Step number 3, how will you know when it's done? Not I have the book written. I have a book written. It's sitting in my computer. It's been in there for a long, long time. It probably needs some finishing touches before it goes off to the editor or to a publisher, but what needs to happen? So the evidence isn't just that I've written it, but if my goal is to publish it, will it be that I am selling it, that I add it to my Amazon account to sell it? Will I have the hard book in my hands if I'm doing more of a hard book versus electronic? Have I sent it out to a dozen people electronically or hard copy? What is the evidence you will have? Step number 4, what steps will you take to achieve this? What steps will you take? So a goal without action is just a dream. So this is the time for you to brainstorm. And even if you just write down a couple of bullet points, not in order, where most people go wrong when they're trying to set well-formed outcomes, is they're like, okay, what's the first thing I need to do? And if they don't know the first task, then they're like, crap, I'll just do it later. Okay, I'll write this later. No, brainstorm. If it's about a book, it's scheduling time to write it, writing it, it's finding the title, finding the cover page, finding an editor, finding the publisher, finding the blah, 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 blah. Just brainstorm. And then later you can self-coach and actually create a to-do list in the order that you need to do it in. But first and foremost, just what will you do? That's it. The next steps, we've got what do you want? What will you see, hear, and feel? What's the evidence? What steps do you need to take? What resources, attitudes, attributes, skills, behaviors, what resources do you have and what resources do you need in order to achieve this? So I need the time, I need to put it in my calendar, I need an accountability partner, I need a job, I need a title, I need a topic, whatever it is for your goal. What do you already have and what do you already need? I have desire, I have discipline, I have an idea. So what is it that resources that you have and what resources that you need? So we've got what do you want? VAK, what will I see, hear, and feel? The evidence, the steps, the resources. Let's go with this one. For what purpose? After all of that, for what purpose do you want this? And list down at least 3 or 4 of these. For what purpose? I want to be the expert on an idea. I want to have a book that will help me to promote myself. I want to share my ideas with the world. What are your whys? These are your big whys. There's a saying that says, the stronger your why, if you have a strong enough why, the how is easy. But sometimes we forget about it. And sometimes we don't think about it. A weight loss goal, for example. It might be, I want to, achieve this weight, but there's no real desire for it. Like, what's in it for you? For what purpose do you want it? And if we don't have a strong purpose, then it's like a goal that's probably sitting on the horizon forever. But when we have that purpose, we have those steps, we have that evidence, we know what we'll see, hear, and feel, it starts to make it even more robust. So that next step there is for what purpose? And the final step is this ecological? Is this goal going to fit for you in your life in the time frame? And maybe it's like, okay, that's way too big. It's ecologically not going to fit for me to do the entire thing. So I want to have the manuscript written by the end of the year. And then we come back and we revise some of those steps. That's our well-formed outcome. Some very simple steps. You can add other things in there for sure. But those are the basic things that will create a goal to be well-formed. We have the ability to create a new now every single moment. But as I mentioned, this is that great time of the year to allow yourself to explore and expand and create. Might as well create something wonderful. A question that I ask to our new NLP students, if you could enhance or change anything in your life that's going to make a difference, what would you enhance or change? And what evidence, what difference would that make in your life? How would you know? So those are some good points to ponder when you're thinking about the upcoming year and who you truly want to be and what you want to achieve. New Year's resolutions they often fizzle fast and we go hard and then we stop. A lot of all or nothing built into resolutions. But when we have a goal and we have steps, that's a great thing. Now, along the way, if you feel like you would benefit from some coaching to clear out those blocks and limiting beliefs and interferences, to build some of those resources, to have that motivation, gusto, and self, whatever that is, or maybe an accountability partner to help you really keep on track, let me know. At the moment, I'm not taking on new clients, but I have a wonderful team that does. Some great NLP coaches and therapists that can help you. So if you're interested in that, get a hold of me, shoot through an email, look on the NLPworldwide.com website. We've got a listing of some coaches there, as well as NLPcoachfinder.com. That's a great place to find some wonderful resources as well. Set your year up for success. Set you up for success. Check back in with those goals regularly. If I can be of assistance, let me know. And as always, if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel, like this video, share it, and I'll see you next time. Happy New Year.